Hi guys. Why is it- I hope everybody is well today. I feel like I'm missing something, but if I am, oh, my head's a bit tall. Normally it's not my forehead. That makes me look like I have a really big forehead. I guess I'm just too giant right now. I'll go smaller. How's everybody doing? Uh, I hope everybody is well. If you have had dinner already, tell me what you had for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, go ahead and tell me what you wish you had for dinner. I love hearing all about that. Uh, I am excited to remind you about our upcoming New Year's Eve gathering. If you normally stay home on New Year's, this one's for you because that's what we're doing and having a fun time on the internet at the same time. Uh, Dana's having leftover pasta, cellulite yoga pants. You're making homemade turkey noodle soup. Okay, sounds good. Really good. So turkey noodle soup? I don't know why. For some reason in my house it's always a rice soup when I was growing up. Sashina's hubby is off on a hunting trip. You told him he had to find at least 48 grapes. Oh fuck. Ah, that's so funny. Honestly, remember we can cut them. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Courtney's having canned chicken noodle. Grammy Rita is roasting a turkey. Um, oh my God. Okay, this is a good time for a med check. Hi, Kathleen. This is a good time for a med check, everybody. What a med check is if you take meds, think about taking them. If you don't, then come on down to the chat and tell us what that's like. Um, I'm I'm doing this because oh, thing. Yeah. Okay. So I have a lot of scattered plans for New Year's. I know it will all come together. I know that that's the way my world works, but I have a lot of fun ideas and things that we're going to be doing for New Year's, but also for in the new year. And one of those is the much talked about, not executed until we will be doing it, instant pot cook along. And what I'm going to do is announce all, we're doing a 6 series, like 6 episode series. And I will announce it all at the beginning with the recipes, etc., so that we can all prepare and know for which weeks we want to participate, etc., etc., etc. That's how well in advance planned it's going to be. But when I came up with that brilliant idea last night, I was like, oh, yeah, that'll be the way to do it. Otherwise, you're never going to do it, which is true. My brain goes, yeah, but then you have to come up with all the recipes already. And so I did come up with two, I think, and then I saw some. Oh, that's right. I didn't write it down, but now I've remembered it. Um, Garlic honey. I really want to make garlic honey. And apparently you can like roast garlic in the Instant Pot in like 2 minutes. Who would have known that? Okay, perfect. We talked ourselves through that. Thanks for being there with me, guys. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. We have some court to watch tonight. It was going to be bond court, but instead I found a protection order docket that I don't think we've seen yet. So I think we'll watch that. Here we go, though, y'all. Um, I don't know what is uh to come, so be forewarned. Uh, it's in Thurston County. Thurston County. Thurston County in Washington, and it is judge buffering again, I think. If it is, I apologize. We'll try and skip his buffering, but he just is, he buffers. Uh, if you can think of a better nickname for judge buffering, let's talk about it. Also, Miss Sashina, who is a teacher and off work right now, has been posting like crazy. So her channel is linked on my channel. And Sashina, throw your link up right now. Please make sure to subscribe to Sashina's channel and throw likes on her videos. It is a free way that you can help out your friends. Okay. But I did. Uh, love it. Gotta love it. Uh, so like Thurston County, I'm just gonna exit, which is starting automatically. Um, Thurston County is where we're going, and there we're gonna skip to what I think is the first hearing. Only because the beginning of it seems like it was all just roll call or attendance, if you will. So I basically scrubbed through, and then we got 15 minutes, and I was like, that's where we're starting. This guy on the phone. Yeah, right here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dominguez, are you on there?
I'm here, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're on a phone, you don't have video capability there?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, both of you raise your right hands for me, please.
Okay.
You swear the testimony in this case to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
I do, sir.
All right, Ms. Gum, you and Mr. Dominguez used to live together, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you no longer do, you broke up, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Back in 2017.
Okay. And you assert in your petition that Mr. Dominguez has put epoxy on your dog. He's sent friends to your house to harass you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I must have missed something very quickly there. Also, I don't think it was diamond painting wax, but it might have been either pen or like mascara. I don't know. I have stuff all over my hand all the time. What did they just say? What did they just say? Also, this is my diamond painting thing that oh, it's gonna blanket out the green, but isn't it pretty? It actually, there's not that much green in it, so so it's not really like cutting out a lot. See all the parts that I've done already? It's all done. So satisfying. Okay, I guess we have to watch the court. I have been, that's what diamond painting is. And it comes on the canvas, so it's all nice and pretty. I already said how much it cost. It was $4 at the dollar store with all the supplies and the canvas. Okay. But that's not for doing well on live. We're gonna go back and listen to what he says here.
You broke up, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Back in 2017.
Okay. And you assert in your petition that Mr. Dominguez has put epoxy on your dog. He's sent friends to your house to harass you, and you.
Okay, we need to break that down even more. I'm sorry for my inappropriate crafting break. I literally thought somebody was talking about epoxy because of this. Who would epoxy a dog? That must be criminal. at least property damage, right? If you're gonna consider an animal to be property, then it would at least be property damage. If you poxy somebody's dog? Is this the first we're all hearing of this? Yeah, I feel like it is, right?
Found something on your security camera. I'm not quite sure what that was. I think you suspect it was Mr. Dominguez. Are those facts accurate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
do you want me to give more detail, or just wait till you ask me a question?
Yeah, so why don't you elaborate a little bit on that?
So in 2017, when we broke up, we had several fires in our neighborhood, and so Steve has continued to, from 2017, continued to break into my home because he gambles, and so I am a resource, or was a resource for him, and so I started looking at his Google Maps that he had put on my phone, his email. He put his email on my phone. And so I was looking in those maps because he's a septic installer, heavy equipment operator, and I suspected him of committing burglary. It appears as though I did a public disclosure to get the correct address to the second fire. The Google Maps show him at the scene.
Okay. We have to break this down. What in Okay, first of all, we're going back to 2017. This is protection order, so has to be like in time, in relevant time. 2017 seems so long ago. She's tracking his movements via his Gmail that he signed in on one of her devices. Creepy. She's she personally has CSI'd the fuck out of this and determined that the dates and times match up for him to be an arsonist, allegedly. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's actually what she's just said. And again, I don't know what to do. I mean, I know you can track somebody like that, but you also can be a little crazy sometimes if you like get obsessed with somebody or something. And if you haven't been with him since 2017, why are we talking about it in 2024 almost? Like, that's the concern to me. It's so distant in the past that it's almost not even relevant data at this point, even though in her mind it is the story and it's where it begins.
Of the second fire, the day and time of the fire. And so because I have that information, and I have tried to report it with the sheriff's office, whom he's done some work for several of the deputies, it's been extremely difficult to get him to leave me alone. So he and his two brothers have a whole bunch of friends in Shelton, and so I can't say exactly who it is, but it's all stems from him. And so I am just by myself. I don't have the ability or the resources to catch him myself. And so Steve laid the groundwork a long time ago with the sheriff's office that I was on mental health medication, which I'm not and never have been. And so, and because of the unusual things that he engages in, people think that, well, that's ridiculous. No one's going to do that. And that's not true. Like, some people do those kind of behaviors. And Steve is one of those people. And so I have a criminal protection order against him, a 5-year one that was put in place. And because he has done some work for some of the deputies, and because one of the judges, well, we had a hearing a couple months ago in Mason County, and I had filed protection order against him and his two brothers. The judge that was hearing that case recused himself, and then there was a pro tem that came in. Me and Steve had delivered firewood to the judge, and so he had dismissed a previous order against Steve that I had filed. And so he did the same thing. He dismissed it against him and his two brothers. And then I filed a motion that he should have recused himself. And so he sent the order upstairs to Superior Court. And so I missed that court date because I had to take off so much time off work trying to get a civil protection order, even though I have a criminal order that they're not enforcing. So that later that day, Steve, when I ride my bike at the college across from the apartment complex where I live. Later that afternoon of the day of the hearing when they dismissed it, Steve rode up on a bike next to me, and then he just rode off. And so I reported it, and they said that I have to have videotaped proof or a witness, and I don't have that. So like I said, because of the behaviors he's engaging in, it makes me look I don't really know, but I just want him to leave me alone. Him and his brothers and their friends. And so he has a tendency to abuse animals. He does it behind your back after you've had a fight. It took me 5 years to figure that out with my last dog that he ended up killing. And so.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck. That's terrible. Oh my God. Trigger warning. Jesus fuck. I'm confused. Why would a 5-year criminal protection order not be being executed or being enforced? That part doesn't make sense to me. That's not something that there's any sort of guessing on. I apologize. I told you guys I didn't watch this first. I didn't know that was coming. That's terrible, but that actually is something that people that abuse people do, is they will also do that to animals, which is absolutely unacceptable. Jesus. Okay. Well, he is in the hearing. He's not pictured, but he's on the phone, so we will hear him speak. Um, 5 years is a long time to figure that out. Um,
It seems ridiculous to other people, but if you do the same behavior repeatedly, at some point it becomes obtrusive in someone's life. It becomes a burden. Like, if you have your tire slashed once and you replace it, and then the next day it's slashed again, and then you have to replace it. Eventually you're going to be late for work. Eventually you'll probably lose your job because you can't make it to work because your tire continues to be slashed. But if you tell someone that your tire was flat, then they're going to say, well, that's not a big deal, but it is.
All right.
that didn't make any sense. Rival New Year's Eve parties, Mikey? Really? Thanks. How about you do yours first and then you redirect yours to mine and we're all happy. I think that sounds better. Um, I've been working on this New Year's party for a long time. If you and Creed want to guest host part of the party, you're invited to do that. Um, you can, and like I said, start it off and then redirect people to me. That sounds perfect. Anyways, what is she fucking talking about? What? No, it sounds like you're busy, Mikey. You've got a rival party to attend and handle. Um, anyways, what is she talking about having her tires slashed constantly and that like being a real problem? Like, oh fuck, that tire slashing phase I went through. Like, what? No.
And I'm looking at your criminal protection order. It looks like it's in effect through July of next year. Is that right? Okay. Your connection's not coming through right now. Okay. Ms. Gum, you seem to be in a place where we've lost connection. All right. So your criminal order expires in July of this
Yes.
year.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Mr. Dominguez, you are the respondent on a criminal protection order.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're aware of the terms of that order?
A bribe for what? Mikey. I owe you so much Bebe money for the end of the year. I'm just joking. What are you trying to bribe me for? You're not going to be up till 3 a.m. West Coast time to do a New Year's party. Are you? Is that what you're committing to live right now? That seems excessive even for you. But why she is fake crying. She's also like, again, why do people feel the need to move on court? Like they're just constantly moving, can't sit still. It's such a like tip off of thank you though. Thank you, Streamlabs, for fucking welcome like getting around to it. Yeah, drugs, I think that's it. Dana. You see what Dana said? They'll probably be talking to Knox the whole time anyways. Did you not like the Christmas party, Dana? Did you feel like it was a little bit of an old boys club meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Gum has asserted a number of things that you're violating the order. She apparently reported you because she believes you're the one who.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
You're the arsonist on some local fire. I don't know whether there's any investigation going on in these, but you're under oath, so anything you say could potentially be used against you either in a discussion of violating the terms of the order or in any other criminal charge related to the activity that Ms. Gum has asserted. So unless you have counsel present, you want to be very careful about what you say. Counsel, I suspect, would say don't say anything at all. So do you have anything you want to add?
Yes, sir. I mean, the only reason that my Google Maps showed me at that bar is because it was a one-way road. They had the road closed. I was on my way.
Oh, what a bad answer to that. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. Chris, you're donating memberships. Mikey is continuing to bribe me with stickers. Thank you. I like the sticker face. He was well behaved. I thought it was good. Um, did you expect him to say, well, the only reason I was at that fire is because it's a one-way road? That's just like a horrible answer. Why would he? Oh, chocolate wrestling at your party. You and Creed are going to be wrestling in chocolate? I mean, we'll probably tune into that from here if that's going to happen.
Oh, you know, so of course
It
it
shows
put
you
me
off
there,
the road. It shows you in
Okay.
the garage.
And the bike, I don't even own a bike, more or less you riding in Olympia, Yes. Yeah, I'm no shape to be riding a bike. So, and the dogs, the only reason she says that I'm doing that to the dogs is so she can get free vet care. You know, that's the only reason she says that.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with Tina Gums. I ain't gonna go out of my way to go make her miserable because she's already making me miserable.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you again. You're so sweet. Those are trees. Is this a secret message you're sending? I like the method of sending.
She needs some treatment for sure.
Your Honor, I stopped taking my dogs to the vet because they said that they can't test for the products. Those kind of products, they would have to go through a forensic lab. So the vet doesn't even know what to say. Like, he's putting stuff on their genitals. Like,
Ms. Gum, are you,
it's so
working?
profound.
Ms. Gum, are you working?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right.
Am I
Thank you.
working? Yeah, I'm working.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm at work now, actually.
All right. Thank you.
I have to hide my dogs at work in a closet.
Where does she work that she has her dog in a closet? But remember, she's in the car. So where, what in the fuck? Oh my goodness.
Your Honor, I had to install
Okay.
security
Thank you. I'll let you know if I need to hear more.
bars, and they were able to get in.
Oh, we're on the move. She's on the move. She's gonna go somewhere else now. Maybe to the closet where the dog is?
All right, Mr. Dominguez, I have entered the protection order. You're to have absolutely no contact with Ms. Gum. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of her, or residence, or workplace, or her vehicle. Ms. Gum, this order will be in effect for 1 year from today's date. If you want it renewed, you'll have to come back to court and ask for it to be renewed. And this order does need to be served on Mr. Dominguez, and I directed the Mason County Sheriff's Office to serve him. So Ms. Gum, you'll want to stay in touch with Mason County to make sure that Mr. Dominguez gets served with a copy of this order. All right, and copy of the order will be available to each of you in your.
Oh, another classic example of a judge in recognizing, I bet that he knew she's fucking muted, but he's just like, let's quickly tie this one up so that before she thinks that she can talk. Also, in this lighting, her eyes look scary. Like vampire scary.
File with district court. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Looks like Ms. Gum logged off. She's making a request as to the brother, so just getting a dismissal on that, but not right now. Ms. Reichel and Ms. Sonicson.
Yes.
I'm here. Come on. And Ms. Reichel, do you have video capability there, please?
Not sure how to turn it on.
Okay, you are on a phone or on?
I'm on a phone.
Tablet?
I'm on a phone. I got the voice to work this time, but I don't know how to make the video work.
Both of you raise your right hands for me, please. Swear that testimony in this case to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may be seated. Okay, two of you, I'll start with Ms. Reichel, two of your neighbors, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and did this all start with the cat?
No.
What started it?
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I was like, are you joking? First the dogs, now a cat? Why? Why? Oh my God. Oh, okay. Let's see what these neighbors are fighting about. I fucking love this petty shit though.
It started in a grocery store in Rainier when my neighbor, I didn't know she was my neighbor at the time, was being really weird with the cashier, and they were looking over their shoulder at me, and it bothered me, and I said something, and the gal happened to be the daughter of this lady, and they happened to be my neighbor, and they beat on my door. Tamra, beat on my door and came at me violently on my own front porch with her husband screaming across the street. When she realized that I just was sketched out by their behavior, she laughed it off, said her daughter was a pit bull. And then we tried to be copacetic neighbors after that, exchanging, like I would give her eggs, talk to her about things. Then.
Sorry, I'm sorry. What? We could be copacetic, did she say? I gave her eggs? I'm so confused.
Her dogs attacked my dog. Then her cat came missing and she decided that I did it. And she believed it so deeply that she was on my property after I told her to get off my property. She was harassing me via text messages while I was at work. She demanded to get into my buildings and look herself. I would not let her. She walked into my garage, which scared me, and she would not leave my property. And I just don't want her anywhere near my property. She watches me. She calls me about my animals making noise, that she wants to see them. Like, it's obnoxious. I've walked her through my entire backyard to show her my animals so that she'll just stop stalking me.
Okay.
Okay.
And how do you pronounce your last name?
Sonicson.
And Ms. Sonicson, go ahead.
Um,
You can do it.
Okay.
Sitting, that's fine.
my family moved to Rainier in the year 2020. What she was saying is correct about the incident at the grocery store. I did go to her. I had no okay. My family moved out to Rainier in 2020. It was not long after that date that I had my first interaction with Jennifer across the street. We heard screaming out loud across the street. It was a fight going on between her and her husband. I simply yelled to her, "Is she okay?" I approached the scene and actually seen her hitting her husband, screaming at the top of her lungs. The next incident was when I was picking up my daughter from the gas station where she works. She was talking bad about me while standing behind me in line. I thought it would be on my best behavior to go ahead and introduce myself to her and let her know that I am the neighbor that actually helped her in the incident between her and her husband. She started getting irate, telling me to get the hell off of her property. That's when my husband came out and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" I left the property.
Wait, what's going on? Donna, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Hey, what's going on? Why didn't it pop up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is such trailer trash, allegedly, in my opinion, like talk. Like, why would you fight with your neighbor like that? Why would you? Oh gosh, it just screams dysfunction, right?
We talked it out. We were cordial after that. The next day she apologized. She brought me some eggs. It was done. She had gotten some goats on her property. I had pear trees. They love pears and apples. So I was picking up the apples and pears and taking them over to her house and dropping them off. I have text messages to prove from her, inviting those things. I tried to upload them, but my files were too big, but I got all the text messages, inviting me over the pear trees, waiting for me to get there. She didn't want her dog to get aggressive with me. I have every text message that she ever wrote me about her here that I can give to you. Do you mind if I approach you and give you these?
Just describe them right now.
It says, there's one here that it says, here. "Hey, this is Jenny. I'm not home yet, but I don't see that you are I don't see you in my cameras. I don't want my dog to get upset or I try to eat through the door. I'm on my way home." That's what she said. She see, because she see me, we're supposed to interact with me bringing the pears over, and I just simply dropped them off at her front porch. Then the second time, our other incident was our dog's interaction. I walked to mailbox with my dog. I have a Belgian Malinois and a shepherd, and we walk to the mailbox every day. My Belgian Malinois takes the keys in her hand, she runs back to the house. This day, her dog was off leash in her front yard with her husband, and they just met noses. It was no big deal. It was simple. Her husband waved it off. I waved it off. It went our simple ways. It was no big deal. I have a voicemail that she left me about the incident that she had called. It's very aggressive and profound language, using the F word, stating pretty much if I threatening me about the dog. Do you mind if I play the message for you?
You don't need to just sort of describe.
"Hey, this is Jenny, your neighbor. I'm really glad that my husband told me about your dog."
You don't need to go through the whole message. So you told me you.
Okay, so there's that. So I have that to back it up. And then she pretty much told me in that same sentence, she told me that I needed to leash up my cats. And I kept on telling her, "Well, wait a minute, Jenny, how do you leash up a cat? My cats I let them out. There's no restriction of it. We're gonna get a fence." Our house is fenced in because of my dogs, but I can't tell you if my cat jumps over the fence or not. My cat loves to go only to one place, mine in her house. She likes to go look at chickens. We had chickens at our previous home, but she did warn me to lock up my cats. On the 5th, my cat went missing, and she posted this picture on Facebook the day that my cat went missing. This is our cat. She made previous about the whole entire threat about leashing up my cat. So it's like almost out of spite. So there's that information. I was concerned because it is my daughter's lifeline. It's her sympathy cat. We live in a small town. We had a house fire. That's when she got the cat, raised it as a baby. It is my concern because she had issues with the same neighbors behind her and the same neighbor on the side about taking their animals. So I did send her text messages. There was no anger on my part. I simply was just like, hey, Jenny, I apologize. I didn't mean to ever upset you. I have this right here saying that very nicely, Jenny, I apologize if I ever did anything wrong to you, but because of the fact that you said for me to leash up my cat, I have an issue. I may think that you have my cat, but may not by taking him, but will you check your outbuildings?
Okay, well, this does remind me of a little bit of a story. When I was younger, this cat kept coming by. This is even funnier. This cat kept coming by our house. We didn't have any animals, but for some reason, this cat kept coming by the house. And eventually, like, my mom ended up like feeding the cat and getting it a collar. And like, it was, anyways, one time the cat disappeared for a little while, and then the cat showed back up and it had a new collar on. And on the collar, they had engraved, "Please stop taking our cat." Onto the fucking collar of the cat. Oh, geez. Very funny.
He may have gotten in because my cat's an explorer. He may have gotten into your outbuilding. She has many outbuildings in her backyard. And she did show me the goats. I was doing the whole pair thing. It's the only interaction I've ever had with her. That night, she tells me, oh, she's harassing me, telling me I'm at work. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not going to, please stay off my property, because I went to my buy box and I heard my cat crying. I heard my cat, like it was needed water. So I'm thinking that's what made me think that maybe he accidentally got in her outhouse. She thought that I was insulting her. I have a text message proving that. And then so I literally followed the sound. As a mom, my daughter, I literally heard my cat. I didn't go in. I literally got to her driveway and I knew I was going too far. I heard my cat. I went home and immediately called her. Hey, can you check your outbuilding? That's when she got really aggressive. So she invited me over and that she would help me look for her cat. I have a text message to prove that from her also. And it shows that just me and my 12-year-old son, who was here today, they do Sonics, and went over there willingly. I had a Christmas present because I knew she likes cow things, presents, stuff like that. She ended up throwing the gift. I never went into her garage. She ended up throwing the gift back at me. But this has proof that just me and my son went over to her house. Nobody else. She threw the gift back at me. And that's when my son took my arm and said, Mom, come on. Now, I have been trying to be the best parent I can. I've come from a long way. I've come a long way. And I literally, this is one woman that I don't want to deal with. So I literally, my son grabbed my arm and we were out the driveway. But as we were coming to the driveway, my neighbor, we live on a road. We live on a little private driveway. I have a person that's on the side of me and their guests were pulling out. Jenny literally ran up and I was in the middle of the road by this time and tells me she's going to fucking kill you, bitch. And got irate with me, with my son there. She's going to kill us. So I immediately said, that's it. I'm done being nice. I went in and called 911. And I said, look, I'm being threatened in the middle of the street over my cat is missing. I'm hearing it coming from the street. She's aggressive. So the guy says, tell me flat out, well, there's nothing that we could really do. And on top of that, her husband jumps in the car with a black bag. When we walked up to the driveway, she was grabbing some styrofoam wrap from her thing. And I said, what are you doing, Jenny? You know, I didn't say, I said, I'm not here. I just want you to look in your outhouse. But she put something in a black bag and her husband jumped in the truck and took off while we were arguing. I thought that was very upsetting to me. That's when my son was like, come on, let's go, Mom. But then that's when she rushed me while I was in the street, not even in the property anymore, and told me she was going to fucking kill me. That's when I was like, that's it. But my neighbors had flashed her with the high beams and said, you're a demon. She was acting crazy. So literally, I went home, called 911 like I was supposed to. They told me to call. They can't help me. Call animal control. Maybe she took them there. Because she's taken the dog next door to us that roams around to the Humane Society. So that's what I did. I've been searching. But the next morning when I made that phone call, an officer that she knows personally showed up at my front doorstep being very aggressive, gave me a warning and a harassment thing, but it was just his notes. So I came down to the court myself to file claims against her for the protection order, for the civil claim, for threatening my family. She threatened to stalk my daughter at work. This is not me doing this. Literally, I have helped her out with her animals. I only called her once in concern because I seen a coyote going across the front. We watch out for each other. That's at least that's how I was raised. I work side by side with Thurston County Animal Control. She's involved herself in my cases. I have dogs rescued that she actually went over to the people's house and got intervened, but I was the one that actually had them rescued off the property. I'm doing my part and I'm being very, very respectful to her, even though that she's been aggressive to my family since day one. I was warned of her since day one, but I have every piece of evidence here. I wasn't able to upload them, but the resemblance, my son, there's no husband yelling, what the hell's going on? Because he heard her being irate with me. And I've done my part in doing this. And this is a whole harassment thing that needs to be dealt with because I tried coming to court with it, but she beat me to the thing. So now I'm here just to back it up. I have everything to back up the text messages. She's harassing my daughter at work. Literally, people are driving by my house. It's gotten to the point where she owns the town pretty much. She's lived there her whole life. I'm the new girl. I refuse to be friends with her. I don't want to be friends with somebody like that. I keep to myself. I don't leave my yard. My dogs don't. It was me and her husband. We even say we're cordial. Me and her husband are cordial. It's overwhelming. And she's so aggressive that I'm scared of her. I have papers today to serve her, but I don't want to even interfere my family or someone who I know to give her the papers. So I don't know what else to do. I've done my work. I've done the proving fact that she is completely lying about everything that she's saying about me today. And I stand up for myself completely. I have everything to back everything up. And I do believe if you look at the pictures closely, I have a Maine Coon cat. It's a very rare Maine Coon cat that has spots. This is the same cat, almost like she's throwing it in my face. This is my daughter's lifeline. My animals are my love. Just like that. And I said to her in my text message to her that we have one thing in common, Jenny. It's the love for our animals. I've been so, there's no name calling. There's nothing. She's threatened to kill me. She's put her hands on me. She's throwing my gift at me that lay in the driveway for 2 days after. She's threatened my son. She abuses my daughter at work by being aggressive with her. I'm not going to stand in your line and being aggressive. It's getting out of control. And I'm trying to be the nicer person by all I can do is have my facts together. And that's what I've done. I couldn't upload them to you. I apologize. But literally, I have every fact to back everything up that she's been harassing me with the police department. She had my truck needed to be moved 1 inch because she wanted to fine me for that. It's getting out of control. And I need it to be stopped or dismissed because there's nothing on my part that I'm not doing anything but trying to be the friendly neighbor. The only reason why I contacted her about her animal, I love goats. I had some pears and some apples. She was willing to accept them. She took me on a tour of her backyard. She did when I was giving her the apples and the pears and the branches because that's what they had. She didn't have any pear tree branches. I do. I'm going to pass them your way. I try to be cordial with her because she's so aggressive.
All right. Thank you.
May I add one more thing, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Last night, my daughter had an incident at her gas station. The same police officer pulled up and at her gas station to handle a towing incident. And he had asked my daughter, hey, you going to your court date tomorrow? My daughter was kind of caught off and she was like, oh, well, what court date? My mom's court date? Yes, I'll be there tomorrow. And he even asked her, do we have a problem here? And the tow didn't get done. We have a small little town, Rainier, and it only has 2 gas stations. And my daughter's one of the persons, she's been there for 1.5 years. She works her butt off. But she's got the town in her pocket. She's lived there her whole life. I'm not trying to intervene with that, but she's having been harassed by the police department. I made the 911 call that wasn't accepted. He served me with fake papers he pretty much scared me on my doorstep that I did something wrong. And my simple concern is for my family, the care and safety. And she has more than one harassment on our block. It's not just me that she put harassment papers on. She has, I think, 3 of them that I know of that she has harassments with already. This is an ongoing issue with her, and it's getting out of control.
Thank you.
My son also is 12. He's a minor.
How old's your daughter?
She's 22. And he is microchipped. The cat is microchipped.
I'm buffering now. Honestly, she can talk. Do you think she's gonna be able to let the silence happen? Because he's gonna buffer for a while, but I doubt she's gonna be able to stop talking. She's just gonna continue to add and add bullshit upon bullshit.
All right, well, frankly, the two of you are saying much the same things about each other. And I suspect what you both are asking me really is tell the other one they're the one who's at fault here. Somebody started it. You want Ms. Sonicson wants me to say Ms. Reichel started it. Ms. Reichel wants me to say that Ms. Sonicson started it. And frankly, I don't know. I've heard both of you say very similar things. So there are two approaches I can take. I can either not issue any order and just direct the two of you to understand neither one of you wants contact from the other and not to go onto the other's property, or I can issue orders on behalf of both of you. Ms. Reichel, Ms. Sonicson appeared in court seeking a order. The judge at the time referred this matter to today's calendar. Ms. Sonicson has affirmed for me today that you've not received the paperwork, but you've now heard everything she's had to say as to why she needs that protection order. So I'm going to hear from each of you. Ms. Reichel, which approach is your preference? Both not have orders and you just agree to leave each other alone, or you both get orders? Ms. Reichel, you go first.
I would like her just to leave me alone and stay off my property. And I own 5 cats of my own, and it hurts when one disappears. And I'm sorry her cat's gone. And by the way, my Facebook's private, so there's no way she would have gotten a picture off of it. I just want it to stop. I just want it to stop.
Okay.
So
Right.
We don't have to do an official order if she agrees just to stay off my property at all times. I do not go on hers. I don't want her on mine. That's that simple.
Okay. Ms. Sonicson?
I feel like there should be.
Okay, hold on. Dial it down a little bit, okay? Okay, so Ms. Reichels said she's, as long as you don't go on her property, she's fine, not there being any orders both ways. What are your thoughts?
Well, I do have it. It's Jennifer Ray. It's on this is her account that I got the picture from.
Okay, no, we're not gonna solve,
I understand.
okay,
I understand, sir.
down. We're not going to solve the cat issue.
Okay, I understand that. But what I'm concerned about is the threat of the killing me and my son in the middle of the street. It does cause for concern. She's very aggressive.
Okay, no, you don't need to just
okay. Well then
you're either
I can go ahead.
Orders, or neither one of you are going to get orders. That's the way I see this. So you tell me which of the two.
Well, then neither one of us. Well, I guess we'll just be cordial then.
Okay, so you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So at the request of both of you, I'm not going to issue orders because I told you I can't tell from testimony one way or the other, and I haven't been there. I don't know who's the more aggressive between the two, so I can't say one gets an order and the other doesn't. So I'm not going to do that. With the understanding of that, then you both have said to me you prefer not to have orders. I understand that as well. So I will make very clear that this is all on record. Ms. Reichel has made clear, Ms. Sonicson, that she does not want you on her property at all. She claims she doesn't have your cat, and you're going to have.
There's nothing.
Can't. Okay, just understand. She does not want you going onto her property, and she doesn't want you contacting her. And Ms. Reichel, the same.
Yes.
Ms. Sonicson doesn't want you contacting her or her son. Her daughter is in a different matter that if the daughter wants a no contact order, she'd have to come in. But I suspect it would be smart if you don't have anything to say to her daughter when you're at the gas station where her daughter works. Hopefully the two of you can respect at least that understanding between the two of you to keep yourselves from coming back into court. So yes. We've made a record that neither one of you wants contact from the other. So
correct.
Contact down the road will be clear that in spite of that request, it is harassing, because that would be the only reason to have contact down the road. So I won't issue any orders today at your request, but I will note that you each have agreed not to have contact with the other. And so Ms. Sonicsen's in court. I'll sign a denial order on these and we'll give her a copy of that. And Ms. Reichel, your denial orders will be available in the district court file for you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you both.
Wow. That was annoying. How lame, right? They both complain, but at the end, when push comes to shove, no orders. But I don't think that's the last that we'll hear of those people at all. Let's see what else happens in the next 18 minutes of this docket. If you're just getting here, welcome. Please clock in for your shift, hit the like button, tell us what you had for dinner.
And Ms. Sonicsen, you can just.
It's okay. This isn't fair. This is crazy. Is it against the law to threaten a minor?
It's against the law to threaten any.
Exactly. Okay. Stop. We're fine. We're good. Can I ask who has the right to use my name as identification when it comes to this whole thing being, is this a dismissal? I'm not understanding.
I'm denying each of your requests for an order at your request.
But who, I'm talking about, okay. I don't, okay. I want this dismissed completely. I think that's where I'm at with that. It's like, I don't.
Yeah, you're going to get denied both requests, yours and Ms. Reichel's, are being denied.
Ma'am, it's already over. It's like, what the in the? Oh. I have been told that my facial expressions give away a lot. Tell a story. But seriously, she's just like, oh, it's crazy.
You're going to get copies.
Okay, thank you.
The dangers of buffering judge. That lighting's not flattering for the judge.
Can I ask a question? If I would have been able to turn this stuff into you, being that there's facts and from her phone number, would have made a difference?
Yeah, I believed everything you told me.
Okay.
So it's
Thank
not
you.
that
Thank you,
I
sir.
didn't see it.
Thank you.
But you can't turn it into me when she's not present. So
Okay.
She heard what I heard.
Okay.
Not over till the YouTube video ends, Carol. And I like the minutia of court. If we skip it, we might miss her saying something absolutely stupid.
Can I show you just the pictures? Can I show you the pictures, sir?
Well, actually, no, let me stop you. You can't because there's the provision which
understand.
says that I can't see things that the other party doesn't see.
So, okay.
So you're not allowed to show them to me unless she's.
I'm gonna get justice for him. I'm gonna hopefully find him these microchips.
All right.
So is this my paperwork right here, sir?
Yep, you're all set.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. Sorry about the holiday. Thank you so much, Judge. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Oh, that was so cringy.
All right, Ms. Baker. Ms. Baker, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Laughlin has not been served. Your thoughts?
Well, I gave it to Olympia PD. They told me with the holiday and everything, they weren't sure if they would get him served by this morning's
Okay.
hearing. So I'm kind of just here, still in place of wanting something to happen.
Okay. All right. So I'm willing to reset it one time to allow you to get service. The next hearing date would be the 8th of January. So I'm assuming that's what you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm kind of at the point now where, I've been talking with the apartments and they are the ones who pressured me to take legal action. And now that I've taken legal action, they want no part of it. So they're not providing me with the statements, even though I have them on email. I have a record, but they have kept their own records that they're not really willing to give me. They told me that they weren't allowed to serve him, and I know that that's a lie. They can serve him. They just are choosing to play devil's advocate, I guess, in the situation now, even though they're the one.
Hi, KH. Oh, kisses? I don't know. This is weird too. What is with her hair though? She looks like she literally woke up and the judge was like, "Good morning," and she was like, "Good morning." Hi, Billy. Welcome. If you guys are just getting here, please make sure that you clock in for your shift by hitting the like button. Um, this is weird. Like, the thing is, in a legal situation, legally, they can just demand discovery from the company. So it's not like they have a choice. Doesn't make any sense.
Ones who wanted me to press. They're the ones that wanted me to take legal action. So I gave it to the hands of Olympia PD. I'm thinking maybe if it does get served, he will leave me alone. When he sees that I'm serious about the matter. But I just want to throw out there that I never really had the issue anyway. I never wanted to take it this far. So now I'm here and I just don't know what to do with it. Like,
Okay.
give me
So
1 second.
right now we're trying to decide, do you want the hearing on the 8th or not want the hearing on the 8th? And
I mean, if he can be served and we can proceed with the hearing, I'm more than happy to attend. Just in the hopes that it can squash the whole ordeal and we can just be done with it. I'm just like at the point now where I'm just over it. I just want it to be over.
okay, so yeah, but that's the call you have to make. I'm willing to set the hearing for the 8th, but you have to go through the same process to get Mr. Laughlin served and work with Olympia Police to get him served, or have an adult not related to you serve him, or hire a process server. You have all those options.
Okay.
But unless Mr. Laughlin gets served, there's nothing we can do at the hearing on the 8th. So you can tell me today, no, I'll drop it now, but you can refile it at any time down the road if that's the choice you make. Dropping it today doesn't preclude you from taking action in the future if you need to. Or you can
Okay.
say, no, I want the hearing on the 8th and I want to see if we can get him served. So you have to make that decision.
Okay, well, I guess we'll do the hearing on the 8th and I will I'll just go down to Olympia PD again and go through the motions of that. Okay, hold on, baby.
All right, I've reset the hearing to the 8th of January at 9 o'clock. We directed the Olympia Police Department to conduct service. So get this copy to Olympia Police Department as soon as you can. And then any information you have that allows them to find him, that would be helpful, I'm sure.
Sounds perfect. Yeah, he lives right under me, so I'm pretty sure you can find him. Thank you.
Yep. When you see him, you can just let them know. Maybe they can come over and get him served.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye.
What would he do for the last 5 minutes? Oh, part of me wants to just like scrub it because it might just be boring as fuck. Yeah, it is. She doesn't come back, does she? No. Okay, so we're gonna watch Bond Court to finish off the night. Uh, that was those pretty crazy fucking hearings, to tell you the truth. Now we go down to Travis County, and we will be seeing some people that have been arrested, and now they are showing up at court at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I believe that is on, Your Honor.
Okay, so Martinez Rodriguez and Nolasco are our Spanish speakers.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Ricardo, thank you for joining us again this morning, sir. We appreciate you.
My pleasure, Honor, and I appreciate you having me, as always. Thank you.
Yes, sir, absolutely. We have with us Pedro Martinez Rodriguez and Hernan Guillén Nolasco. Please wave, gentlemen.
Tenemos con nosotros a Pedro Martínez Rodríguez y a Hernán Guillén Nolasco. Levanten la mano, caballeros, por favor.
All right, thank you. Gentlemen, can you hear the interpreter from where you're sitting?
Bien, gracias. Y caballeros, ¿sí pueden escuchar el intérprete de donde están sentados?
Thank you.
Gracias.
My name is Tanisa Jeffers, and I'm going to be magistrating you all this morning.
Yo soy la juez Tenisa Jeffers y yo les voy a dar su instrucción de cargos esta mañana.
First, we're going to go over your general rights.
Primero les voy a explicar sus derechos generales.
You have the right to remain silent.
Tienen el derecho de permanecer callados.
Any statement you make can and will be used as evidence against you should your case proceed to trial.
Cualquier cosa que ustedes digan podrá y será utilizado como evidencia en su contra si su caso llega a tener un juicio.
You have the right to retain an attorney.
Tienen el derecho de contratar un abogado.
You have the right to have that attorney present during any interview with any peace officers or other attorneys who may represent the state.
Tienen el derecho de tener a su abogado presente durante cualquier cuestionamiento o entrevista que tengan con la policía o con la fiscalía.
You have the right to terminate an interview at any time.
Tienen el derecho de dar por terminada cualquier entrevista en cualquier momento.
If you are indigent and cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney.
Si se le considera indigente y no tiene los medios para contratar un abogado, usted tiene el derecho de solicitar que se le asigne un abogado de oficio.
You have the right to an examining trial, which is a pre-hearing if you're charged with a felony.
Tendrá el derecho a una audiencia de vinculación, que es una audiencia preliminar, si se le acusa de un delito grave.
Thank you, Mike. So sweet. I so appreciate that. All of our new members, yay! Also, do remember that the board above has the chat on. So, this lady is crazy. Me? Yeah, probably true, Jessica. Thank you so much, Mike. Really appreciate it. What a great New Year's pre-gift. If you've just become a member, we have some new emojis. I'm working on them. I know it's hard to make them, but we have smash or pass emojis.
Will be given a reasonable time and opportunity to consult with an attorney.
Se le dará el tiempo y la oportunidad razonable de consultar con un abogado.
And you will be admitted to bail if allowed by law.
La fianza se le otorgará según marca la ley.
Do you have any questions, gentlemen, regarding your general rights?
¿Tendrá ustedes alguna pregunta, caballeros, respecto a sus derechos generales?
All right, thank you.
Bien, gracias.
Next, we're going to go over the 4 main ways to be released from custody.
Ahora les voy a explicar las 4 formas principales en que pueden ser liberados.
The first way is to post the full amount of your bail in cash or with the cashier's check.
La primera es depositando el monto total de su fianza en efectivo o con un cheque de cajero.
That is the full amount, not a percentage or a payment plan.
Y esa es la cantidad total, no es un porcentaje ni es un plan de pagos.
That money is kept on deposit with the sheriff's office until your case is resolved.
Ese dinero queda en depósito con la oficina del sheriff hasta que se resuelva su caso.
Once your case is resolved, those monies are returned to you.
Una vez que se resuelva su caso, esos dineros se le reembolsan a usted.
The second way to be released from custody is by hiring a bail bondsman.
La segunda forma en que puede ser liberado es contratando a una afianzadora.
A bail bondsman will in general charge you 10 to 15% of the bond amount to obtain your release from jail.
Una afianzadora en general le va a cobrar entre el 10 y el 15% del monto de su fianza para lograr su liberación.
Any fee you pay a bondsman, however, is non-refundable.
Sin embargo, lo que usted le pague a una afianzadora no es reembolsable.
Thank you, Jessica. Just like a bond, that's non-refundable. I appreciate that. It'll pop up here in a while. Streamlabs is slow. Slow with the donos. Quick with the gifts, slow with the donos. Don't know why. Working on it. But thank you so much, Jessica. Appreciate it. Hiya. Appreciate that too.
When you are back at the post, you will be given access to the different phone numbers of different bail bondsmen, if that is what you desire.
Cuando regresen a los separos, se les dará acceso a diferentes números de diferentes afianzadoras, si eso es lo que usted desea.
The third way to be released from custody is by qualifying for personal bond.
La tercera forma en que pueden ser liberados es calificando para una fianza personal.
A personal bond is essentially your promise to return to court.
Una fianza personal es esencialmente su promesa de regresar al juzgado.
The fourth and final way to be released from custody is by hiring an attorney.
La cuarta y última forma en que pueden ser liberados es contratando a un abogado.
An attorney can obtain either a surety bond or a personal bond on your behalf.
Un abogado podrá obtener una fianza con garantía o una fianza personal a nombre de usted.
Additionally, any fee you pay an attorney to get you released from custody will oftentimes go towards your total legal fees if you end up hiring that attorney to handle the rest of your case. That way, you do not have to pay twice.
Además, lo que usted le pague a un abogado para lograr su liberación muchas veces se aplica para sus honorarios legales totales si usted termina contratando al abogado para manejar el resto de su caso. De esa manera, no tendrá que pagar dos veces.
Regardless of how you get out of custody, make sure you return for all your court dates, or a warrant will be issued for your arrest.
Sin importar de qué manera logra usted su liberación.
Jessica, you've joined late. We've already had some crazy allegations made, so we're fine. If craziness goes crazy, then that's how it is. I already did a warning at the beginning. I don't pre-watch these. We watch them together. It's real reactions.
Asegúrese de comparecer en el juzgado todas las veces que le corresponda o de otra manera se emitirá una orden de aprehensión en su contra.
Do you have any questions, gentlemen, regarding the four main ways to be released from custody?
¿Tendrán alguna pregunta, caballeros, respecto a las 4 formas principales en que pueden ser liberados?
All right, thank you.
Bien, gracias.
Mr. Martinez Rodriguez and Mr. Nolasco, if you are non-United States citizens, you may request that your country's consular officers here in the United States be notified of your situation.
Señores Martínez Rodríguez y Nolasco, si ustedes no son ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos, ustedes pueden solicitar que se le avise al oficial consular de sus países aquí en los Estados Unidos sobre su situación.
You may also communicate with your consular officer.
Ustedes también podrán comunicarse con su oficial consular.
A consular officer may be able to help you obtain legal representation, contact your family, and visit you in detention, among other things.
El oficial consular podría ayudarle a obtener representación legal, avisarle a su familia, visitarlo en la cárcel, entre otras cosas.
If you would like us to notify your consular officer, you can request this notification now.
Si ustedes desean que se le avise al oficial consular de su país, ustedes pueden solicitar este aviso ahora mismo.
Mr. Martinez Rodriguez, what is your country of origin, sir?
Señor Martínez Rodríguez, ¿cuál es su país de origen, señor?
Estados Unidos.
The United States.
Okay. Are you a citizen or permanent resident, or what is your status, sir?
De acuerdo, ¿es usted ciudadano, residente permanente? ¿Cuál es su estatus, señor?
Yo soy ciudadano.
¿En voz alta, señor?
Ciudadano.
Citizen. Gracias.
Mr. Nolasco, what is your country of origin, sir?
Señor Nolasco, ¿cuál es su país de origen, señor?
Honduras.
Honduras.
Would you like us to notify your consular officer for your native country of Honduras?
¿Desea usted que se le avise al oficial consular de su país natal de Honduras? Yes.
All right, so ordered.
Bien, así se ordena.
Next, all your individual charge and bond amounts.
Ahora les voy a decir en forma individual de qué se les acusa y de cuánto es su fianza.
Mr. Martinez Rodriguez, you have been charged with a state jail felony unauthorized use of a motor vehicle.
Señor Martínez Rodríguez, a usted se le acusa de un delito grave de tercer grado por el uso no autorizado de un vehículo automotor.
The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine.
El rango de castigo por este tipo de delitos es entre 6 meses y 2 años en una cárcel estatal, además de una multa de hasta $10,000.
That bond has been set at $7,500.
Su fianza se fijó en $7,500.
Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
¿Tendrá usted alguna pregunta, señor, respecto a su cargo o al monto de su fianza?
No, señorita, ninguna.
No, ma'am. No questions.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Solicito usted que esta mañana yo le asigne un abogado de oficio para que le ayude con su caso.
¿A mí? Perdón.
Is that to me? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sí.
Would you like for me to appoint you an attorney to help you with this case?
¿Desea usted que le asigne un abogado de oficio para que le ayude con su caso?
Sí, señorita.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered.
Muy bien, así se ordena.
Now, Mr. Martinez Rodriguez, it appears from the paperwork from pretrial services that you may have qualified for personal bond.
De acuerdo, señor Martínez Rodríguez, se ve que en los papeles de servicios preliminares quizás usted haya calificado para una fianza personal.
Due to your age, because of your age,
I have a
hold on.
Debido a su edad, ¿es usted menor de edad?
sí.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Ricardo, I got lost in the translation. You let him know that he may have qualified because of his age?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. But they could not verify your address. So where do you live, sir?
Entonces, por su edad, sí lo califican para una fianza personal, pero lo que no tienen es su dirección. ¿Dónde vive usted, señor?
Okay, and do you have an address in Austin?
¿Es eso correcto?
No me lo sé de memoria.
No, I don't know it by memory.
Okay, so I need one person whose number you remember, mama, sister, brother, girlfriend, who can verify your address.
Lo que necesito es una persona cuyo número sí recuerde usted. Puede ser mamá, hermano, novia, que pueda verificar su dirección.
If you can provide that, then I will let you out on personal bond within the next 4 to 6 hours, but we have to have at least one person that can verify your address.
Si usted me puede proporcionar eso, yo le otorgaría la fianza personal para que sea liberado bajo palabra. Nada más que necesito una persona que sí pueda verificar su dirección.
8, ¿puede ser mexicano, señorita?
8, can it be a Mexican number, ma'am?
I think so. Well, I mean, we'll try. Who is this person to you? What is their name?
Lo intentaremos. ¿Quién es la persona? ¿Cómo se llama? 830
529.
844. ¿Otra vez?
Jacob Martínez.
Jacob Martínez.
And where is he? Where is he?
¿Y dónde se encuentra él?
Él se encuentra en Saltillo.
Seguin?
He's in Saltillo.
Oh, okay. Okay. 844-125.
Jesus Christ, Judge. You worked so hard to keep that number out of there, and you just about fucked it up.
Anybody down there you live with?
¿Alguien en Igle Paz? ¿Alguien con quien usted viva allá?
Vivía con María Villaseñor, pero no me acuerdo de su nombre.
I lived with Maria Villaseñor, but I don't remember her number.
Okay, with your aunt.
Eso es con su tía.
Sí.
Yes.
Well, we will see what pretrial services is able to do with the numbers you provided that are not in the United States. As well, you're also going to be given access to the phone. If you could call your dad and brother, that would be great. The number for pretrial services is going to be posted on the phone you're going to be using. You will need to give them that number and have them call us to verify your address. If you can do that, we'll let you have a personal bond in the next 4 to 6 hours.
Bueno, vamos a ver que puede hacer servicios preliminares con los números que usted ha proporcionado. Usted de todos modos podría contactar a su papá o a su hermano y darles el número de servicios preliminares que está desplegado en el teléfono para que ellos se comuniquen con servicios preliminares y confirmen su dirección.
Okay. Gracias.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about that process, sir?
¿Tendrá usted alguna pregunta sobre ese proceso, señor?
No, ninguno.
No questions.
All right, take care of yourself.
Bien, con cuidado, señor.
Mr. Nolasco, you have been charged with a Class A misdemeanor indecent assault.
Señor Nolasco, a usted se le acusa de un delito menor de clase A por una agresión indecente.
The range of punishment on the type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine.
El rango de castigo por ese tipo de delitos en el estado de Texas es hasta 1 año en cárcel de condado y hasta $2,000 de multa.
That one has been set at $25,000 plus no contact with the alleged victim plus no possession of a firearm.
Su fianza se fijó en $25,000. Además, que no deberá tener ningún contacto con la supuesta víctima. Además, no deberá tener posesión de armas de fuego.
Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
¿Tendrá usted alguna pregunta, señor, respecto a su cargo o al monto de su fianza?
No.
No.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
¿Solicita usted que le asigne un abogado de oficio esta mañana que le ayude con su caso?
Can I have a copy of that docket when you get a moment? I'm sorry.
Perdón, ¿qué contestó, señor?
Would you like an attorney, Mr. Nolasco?
¿Sí desea un abogado, señor Nolasco?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, so ordered.
Bien, así se ordena.
Do you have any other questions for me, sir?
¿Tendrá usted alguna pregunta para mí, señor?
No.
No.
All right, take care of yourself, sir.
Bien, con cuidado, señor.
Gracias.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
De nada.
Ricardo, could you ask the room if there's anyone else who desires the services of a Spanish interpreter?
Gladly, Your Honor. ¿Habrá alguien más en esta habitación que necesite traducción al español?
All right, gentlemen, thank you. Ricardo, thank you for your service this morning. We appreciate you as always.
It is always my pleasure, Your Honor. Thank you so much. I wish you a good morning.
You as well. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.
She called him ma'am, right? But she meant sir. Erica, welcome. Thank you for being here. I think that their fake love affair that I've made up for her and the interpreter is just taken on a whole life of its own lately. I don't know why I choose to believe that that's the truth, but I do. Obviously not. Let's finish off this here bond hearing. We'll see what these guys did. That'll probably bring us to a close for this evening. It's been a crazy night. A lot of crazy stuff so far. And we have a big, long party coming up on New Year's. Don't forget.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for your patience as we allow our Spanish speakers to get all of their questions answered. One moment, Officer Long, the new docket just came out and there are 3 additional people on post 2. Will we be able to do them before we move from this post?
No, ma'am, I haven't had a chance to mix down that docket yet, so I'd have to go downstairs, grab the docket, and mix it down.
Okay, all right.
So, I can run down there after we get done here.
And I can also provide you the post, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I haven't checked as if there's any keep separates or the charges or anything else yet, Your Honor.
All right, I understand. Thank you, sir. All right, next we have Randy Gomez. Come on forward and take the empty chair, sir. You have been charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury. The range of punishment on the type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. That bond has been set at $5,000. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
Can you repeat that again?
Yes, sir. Class A misdemeanor assault causing bodily injury, range of punishment up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. The bond has been set at $5,000.
Okay.
You're requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case.
Yes, ma'am.
So ordered. Mr. Gomez, pretrial services has determined that you qualify for personal bond, so you will be processed for release within the next 4 to 6 hours. Do you have any questions about that process, sir?
No, ma'am.
Night, Chris. Thank you so much as usual. I hope you're managing to last through the holiday season, Chris Engelby, and appreciate you.
To a plea of no contest on that old ticket, sir.
I'll go to court for it.
Take it to contest, find you guilty, give you credit for time served, and that ticket will be resolved this morning. Well, I'm sorry. Did you want credit or did you want to go to pay it? What are you telling me? I'm sorry.
How much is the ticket?
$425.
Like if I get out today, I can pay that today?
You can pay it whenever. I was just trying to give you credit for it so you could keep your $425. I was trying to provide you a gift, but you want to pay us, we'll take your money.
I'd rather pay it when I get out.
All right, then I'll give you.
Oh, sir, you're not understanding. You're blocking your blessings at the moment. People don't trust the court. She's literally trying to give him a gift, and he won't do it. That's sad. It's like he thinks it's a trap, you know?
Your court date, the court date will be on January 22nd of 2024, but you can pay it at any time, of course. Okay? All right, sir. Take care of yourself.
So that means I'm good now?
All right, next we have Daniel Fernandez. Order to take the empty chair, sir. You have been charged with a Class B misdemeanor driving while license invalid. The range of punishment on a type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 6 months in the county jail and a $2,000 fine, and that bond was set at $2,500. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. This has been set low, Mr. Fernandez, so you can post bail on yourself. Pretrial couldn't grant you a personal bond because they're saying you're on probation. Whose court are you on probation out of?
That is not.
Right, who is your judge?
Oh. It's been so long, I don't remember her name.
Looks like Judge Mahotra, court 4?
Yeah, first floor for court 4.
Yeah. When are you set to get out probation?
Probably like in a year.
Oh, you have a while. Okay. And your attorney, is it still Joe Taylor?
No, I fired him.
Oh, who's your attorney now?
Eric Heron,
Eric Heron. Is he hired or appointed?
hired.
He's a hired. Okay. So your first call this morning, you're going to be given access to the phone now that you've seen me. Go ahead and give Mr. Heron a call. Let him know that you've been arrested for a minor DWLI, driving while license invalid. He can post bond on you this morning so we can get you on your way and you can set about going and taking care of your probation.
How much is my bond?
Sir?
My bond?
2,500. So the bond out of jail in Travis County is 5 to 10% of that bond amount. So for you, that works out to be anywhere between $125 to $250 to any attorney or bondsman of your choice. I would say call Mr. Heron since you've already hired him. They do work 24 hours a day, and you will be given access to the phone to hire them now that you've seen me. In the alternative, I have appointed you counsel this morning who can help you while you're in jail, and they can also get you out for free on personal bond.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 2 choices, either one.
Yeah, I'll take the attorney for now. See if
Sure.
we can help.
I mean, it's the holiday time period, so I understand that court appointed counsel probably won't see you for a couple of days. It's already.
Oh, I need to get out today. I gotta go to work.
So you may, that's why I'm suggesting that you call Mr. Heron first.
Yes.
Yes, okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, no. We're in the holiday time. I don't even know what day it is. Look, I was about to tell you what day it was, and I couldn't remember. I think it's Thursday now. So
That is correct, Your Honor.
thank you. The hazards of working at night. So that means that court appointed counsel, Mr. Fernandez wouldn't get to you probably till Tuesday, which is after the holiday, which is why I'm telling you ahead of time so you'll be able to make the appropriate arrangements on your behalf. Okay. All right. You have any other questions for me, sir?
No.
All right. Take care of yourself. Next, we have Mr. Marr or Mr. Betancourt Serrano. Which name do you go by, sir?
Betancourt Serrano.
Betancourt Serrano. Okay, Mr. Serrano, you have an out-of-county misdemeanor on an underlying Class B obstruction of a highway. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 6 months in the county jail and a $2,000 fine. That's in Bastrop County. That bond was set at $10,000, but I have reduced to $10,000 to $5,000 to allow you to post bond out of Travis County and not have to wait the 10 days in jail for Bastrop County to pick you up. Will that help you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, wonderful. Then you also have a Class A misdemeanor failure to identify from Travis, where the range of punishment is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine, and that bond was also set at $5,000. Do you have any questions, Mr. Betancourt Serrano, regarding your charges or bond amounts?
I do.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with these cases?
No, I have one. I can hire one.
Who is that?
Kenny Cunningham. I don't have him under hire anymore, but I can hire him as soon as I get out.
All right. So again, same information that I provided the previous gentleman. You probably want to give that attorney a call this morning because he can go ahead and get you posted out. Court appointed counsel will get to you, but it's already Thursday of another holiday weekend, so they won't get to you probably till Tuesday, which is after the holiday. Okay. So it's going to be faster for you to post bond on yourself. All right.
Okay. So
yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, ma'am.
You also have some pending tickets in our municipal court since 2016, 7 years, for $1,916. I'm going to give you the same two choices. I'll give you a court date. The court date will be on January the 22nd of 2024 at 10:30 a.m. Or I'll give you credit for time served. Which would you prefer, sir?
Credit for time served, how much would I spend in here? Or is it just? Today.
I'm going to give you credit for the time you spent just this morning.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll take that.
All right. Is it your desire to enter into a plea of no contest on these old tickets?
Yes, ma'am.
Take your plea of no contest. Find you guilty, give you credit for time served, and those tickets will be resolved this morning.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Do you have any other questions for me, sir?
No, ma'am. I do not qualify for PR bond.
No, because you have an out of county, and we don't give out of county. We don't give personal bonds on out of county holds. That Bastrop County case is preventing you from getting personal bond. But that's why I'm saying, call Mr. Cunningham first thing. He can get you out. Well, I think you said you hired him. I've appointed you someone in the event you don't have the money to hire someone quickly. But call Mr. Cunningham first thing.
Okay. I can't just get out with a regular bond. Somebody can't just go to the bond office.
Yeah, you can hire anybody of your choice, sir. An attorney or a bondsman, they can post on you at any time.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Take care of yourself. All right, Mr. Weaver, come on.
Okay. Hopefully I'm not muted now. If I am, tell me again. But I hope that it's working. That's all I can say. I hope that it's working and that you can hear me. Did he take the gift of the, oh, you hear me now. Good. Did he take the gift? He took the gift of the tickets, right? finally. $1,900 she just saved him. That's a good deal.
Forward. You're very young, just like the other gentleman earlier, a Spanish speaker. So, again, I just want to admonish you, old enough to be your mama. So I'm going to sound like I'm your mama for a second. You are innocent until proven guilty, young man, but this is a very serious charge. Okay. So you've been charged with first-degree felony aggravated robbery. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 5 years to a maximum of 99 years or life in prison and a $10,000 fine. That bond has been set at $50,000 plus no contact with the alleged victim, no possession of a firearm, and a GED or enrollment or employment within 7 days of release with proof to pretrial. Are you still in high school, sir?
No, ma'am. I got expelled.
Oh, what year were you when you were expelled?
It was last year,
What grade were you in at that time?
10th grade.
10th grade. All right. Well, pretrial will talk to you about that condition. If court-appointed counsel is able to get you a bond, they should be able to. If your family is unable to raise the money to get you out, court-appointed counsel can get you out for free. They just need to come and see me about the bond. So, in light of that, are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
My mama had already told me she has a lawyer for me. I don't know his first name, but I think his last name is Jeremiah.
Okay. One Jeremiah Walters is one of our local attorneys. Does that sound right?
I don't really know. This is my first time ever doing it.
Well, no problem. I don't want you to languish in the jail unrepresented. I'm not running a hotel here, so we prefer you bond out. So I'm gonna make sure you're appointed counsel as well in the event that she's unable to raise the funds to hire someone at this time. Okay? So if you're not out, when court appointed counsel comes to talk to you, you just need to go ahead and fill out the bond paperwork form and answer any questions that they have. Do you understand?
Ma'am, I don't have a PR bond.
Absolutely not. We no longer give PR bonds on felony assault cases in the state of Texas. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but that law changed in September of 2021. Our governor and the legislature pushed through what's called Senate Bill 6. And what it says is you can no longer qualify for personal bond on your own for those types of offenses in the state of Texas. Now, that's the reasons why we have to vote. So we don't have these type of draconian laws that get put in place. But in any event, that is the law in the state of Texas right now. So you do not qualify for personal bond.
Yes, ma'am. Can my lawyer come up here and have you sign it for a personal bond, or because they said that?
If court-appointed counsel is able to, if you're unable to have hired counsel get you out because money is an issue, court-appointed counsel can bring me that bond and we can talk about it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. And I can still get out to 4 to 6 hours or no, ma'am?
That depends on if you hire someone. Again, as I said earlier, we're in a holiday time period. This is a holiday weekend. So you're not likely to see court-appointed counsel until after the holiday, till about Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay?
I already have them hired.
Someone is faster, right? But, at that bond amount, that may be difficult. That's just why I'm giving you all of this information.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I want you to take care of yourself, son. And again, you are innocent until proven guilty, but I want you to consider the choices you're making going forward. Okay? All right, sir. Take care of yourself.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, Your Honor, did you want me to go down and grab that other docket, see if we can get it?
If you don't mind.
She did go down and get it. We're not gonna watch that. That's all we've got. Is that true, Carrie? Miss Carrie, that's crazy. I hope everybody is having a great night so far. We have watched some crazy protection order hearings. That was just a little bit of crazy bond hearing. And obviously, we can't go yet. If there's a call-in raid, hi guys, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Come make sure that you clock in for your shift. Hit the like button. Super appreciate it. Big and call-in raid. Oh my goodness. Thanks for being here, guys. Make sure that you clocked in for your shift. One more. Okay, well, let's find another one to watch. We do have we do have one that I don't think we've watched yet. Let's see. It's a child support Oh, actually, I have a good one. I don't know if anybody's done it yet, but well, I remember now which one. I remember now which one. And actually, uh, it's 3 cases. We're not going to watch this whole video, but we'll watch the first 3 cases that we deal with. They are child support contempt docket, and they have paid in a long time. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Make sure that you clock in for your shift by hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're having a lot of fun.
It is Wednesday, December 27th, 2023 at 8:32 a.m.
Good morning, Mr. Chapman.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You can proceed when you're ready.
Thank you. First, I want to verify this is Mr. Vasquez.
Correct, sir.
Is that correct? Okay. Before the court is Jason Vasquez of cases 181875 DP and case 13217 DS. In each of these matters, Mr. Vasquez is here today after failing to appear before referee Coleman on November 17th, 2023. In the first case, bond is currently set at $1,969. This is the first bench warrant. In the second case, bond is currently $838, and this is the 6th bench warrant. Front of the court does not have any current employment information. Last payment made on these accounts was in July of 2022. Front of the court recommends that reasonable bonds be set in these matters and they be scheduled for hearing on January 3rd, 2024 at 8:45 a.m. before this court.
Mr. Vasquez, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to appear at a prior hearing as a result of your failure to pay child support. Purpose of this hearing is to set a bond that would assure your attendance at the next hearing on January 3rd, 2024 at 8:45 a.m. There will be notice of that in writing. Are you able to post a bond, sir?
At the moment, no, Your Honor. I just got back to work, working.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Miss Carey. Welcome all the new members. That is such a good reminder. Turn gifting on. Okay. Whew. Calm down. Thank you so much, you guys. Courtney! You guys are awesome. Please make sure to turn your gifting on.
For independent contractor out of Gull Lake.
Sorry, thank you. The sounds I know. Courtney, thank you so much. If you guys are new here, thank you for coming over. Colin, I see you're here. Thank you so much for the raid. That's one of the only sounds that does keep me quiet. I will say that. Thank you again, guys, for gifting memberships. You guys are great, and I appreciate each and every one of you. We are having a special New Year's party this Sunday night, New Year's Eve. If you want to celebrate with us, it's going to be super fun. We're doing a Smash or Pass Judicial Official Edition. It's going to be great.
The company is called All Pro Construction. And I've only been working there for about 4 days now, 5 days, something like that. And he knows that that's what I have to do. That's one of the reasons I've been trying to get to work. The job that I had at Pennzoil, I lost it. I also got a job after that at O'Reilly's in Battle Creek, and I lost that. But the guy that gave me the job, I've been working on and off for him for about 11 years now. So he decided he was going to give me another shot. As of right now, I just missed 2 days.
Okay. Well, you have, obviously, you have 6 bench warrants in the one case, only 1 on the other. I am concerned that it's now been about a year and a half since you've made a payment in this matter. What I'm gonna do is in the 2018 case, I'm gonna set your bond in the amount of $500. The other case, I'm gonna set it in the amount of $200. If you're able to post that, you'd be able to be released. Do you have any questions?
I was really hoping I might be able to get a PR bond so that I could get back to work and make the
Okay.
money so that I could do that.
Well, since November, or since July of 2022,
because
we were hoping that you'd make payments too, so.
I had never gotten any of the paperwork that the case manager told me that I was gonna get. She said she was gonna send it to my house, my apartment there. She said she was gonna do it twice, and I never got anything. But
You knew you had to pay support though, correct, sir?
Correct, but I was challenging. That's why I was waiting for the paperwork.
Well, so you wait a year and a half, figuring, okay, I won't pay anything until I get some paperwork.
Well, I don't really have an excuse for that.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, well, that's what I'm setting the bond at, and if you're able to post it, you can be released. You're concluded. Have a good day, sir.
What was the total on that?
$700.
$700. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, that's the first case down. We've got 2 more cases that we're going to watch on this docket before we call it for the evening. If you're just joining us or you were only here early, got here later. Earlier, we did some crazy cases in protection order court, but we have 2 more child support cases that are even older and more out of date than that guy.
Good morning.
Now before the court is Lonnie Sloan of case 151282DM. Mr. Sloan is here today after failing to appear before referee Nets on December 9th.
He looks like he's at the bottom of one of those carnival mirrors. And like, why can't they face it down? The penalty for the last guy is he's in jail until he pays $700. That's pretty much it.
2019. Bond is currently set at $1,045. This is the first bench warrant. Front of the court is unaware of any employment information at this time. The last payment made on this account was in November of 2021. Front of the court recommends that a reasonable bond be set in this matter and it be scheduled for hearing on January 3rd, 2024 at 8:00 a.m. before this court.
Mr. Sloan, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to appear at a prior hearing as a result of your failure to pay child support. Purpose of this hearing is to set a bond that would assure your attendance at the next hearing on January 3rd, 2024 at 8:00 a.m. You will get notice of that in writing. Are you able to post a bond, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, court notes it is your first bench warrant, so I'm considering that. I'm also considering the fact that it's been over 2.5 years, now over 2 years since you paid any child support. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $500. If you're able to post that, you'd be able to be released. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Thank you, sir. You're excused. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now before the court is Revante Spraggins of cases 113977 DP and case 17411 DP. In each of these matters, Mr. Spraggins is here today after failing to appear before this court on November 15th, 2023. In the 2011 case, bond is currently set at $12,795. This is the 7th bench warrant. In the 2017 case, bond is currently $1,339, and this is the 4th bench warrant. Front of the court is unaware of any employment information at this time. The last payment made on these accounts was in October of 2016. Front of the court recommends that reasonable bonds be set in these matters and they be scheduled for hearing on January 3rd, 2024 at 8:00 a.m. before this court.
Mr. Spraggins, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to appear at a prior hearing as a result of your failure to pay child support. Purpose of this hearing is to set a bond that would assure your tenants at the next hearing on January 3rd, 2024, 8:00 a.m. Are you able to post a bond, sir?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, you have obviously a substantial arrearage in these matters, and you haven't paid in 7 years, so of course, taking that into consideration. On the 2011 case, I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $1,500, and in the other case, I'll set it in the amount of $500. So if you're able to post that, you'd be able to be released. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're excused. Have a good day.
You too.
Wait, I was wrong. There's one more case we're watching. I swear, I guess there was 4.
Look at it this way, Mr. Chapman. You're saving these people from getting in trouble over New Year's Eve.
Over New Year's?
Yeah. We know.
Another way to save yourself from getting in trouble on New Year's Eve is to come here for New Year's Eve and hang out with us. You can do it from your own home, no risk of drinking and driving, and it's free. It's going to be great. Join us for New Year's Eve. The judge has this little conjecture here. Then there's one more case, and this is the case I was thinking would end it. So we'll see how we do.
Well, we know they won't be getting in trouble.
That's right. And now before the court is Ray Frederick of cases 941626DP, case 052061DP, and case 943027DP. In each of these matters, Mr. Frederick is here today after failing to appear before this court on February 24th, 2021. In the first case, bond is currently set at $6,347. This is the 9th bench warrant. In the second case, bond is currently $1,665. This is the 5th bench warrant. And in the third case, bond is currently $9,253. And this is the 9th bench warrant. Front of the court is unaware of any employment information at this time. Last payment made on these accounts was in November of 2020. Front of the court recommends that reasonable bonds be set in these matters and they be scheduled for hearing on January 3rd, 2024 at 8:45 a.m. before this court.
Mr. Frederick, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to appear at a prior hearing as a result of your failure to pay child support. The purpose of this hearing is to set a bond that would assure your attendance at the next hearing on January 3rd, 2024 at 8:45 a.m. You will get notice of that in writing. Are you able to post a bond, sir?
I was able to come up with like $200 for each case.
Yeah, well, in view of the fact that you haven't paid in over 3 years and the sizable arrearage, that's not going to make it. What I'm going to do is on the each of the 1994 cases, I'm going to set your bond in the amount of $1,000. And in the 2005 case, I'll set it in the amount of $500. If you're able to post that, you'd be able to be released. Do you have any questions, sir?
So how much is the bond?
The bond on all three cases is $2,500. So your excuse, thank you.
Yeah, I bet.
That was the ending that I remembered. He was not happy about that at all, at all, at all. That was a 1994 case though, and I don't know who did him a solid by yeeting him from the meeting, but they did it so quick. Let's watch that one more time.
$2,500. So your excuse, thank you.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I bet, he said. Oh, seriously. Ah, Natalia, we do hear that a lot from people that don't get child support, and it's very difficult to leave or to live. Uh, this guy's been managing to sustain himself for a number of years. I don't know how he doesn't think that his kids cost money. You know what I mean? I think the next one he gets bench warrants, and then there's divorces, and they weren't very fun divorces. I preemptively was looking at this one, so I promise you. Oh, Craig Westman, thank you so much. Wow. I hope that pops up here very quickly. Thank you. That's so very kind of you. Make sure that you stick around. Thank you. Wow. Um I don't know why it won't pop up so fast. But thank you so much. I muchly appreciate that. Uh wow. Enjoy your channel. Well, I enjoy being on my channel with all of you guys. Thank you so much. Seriously. Streamlabs, hop it up on the screen so we can all say thank you properly. I don't know why Streamlabs doesn't do that. But thank you, Craig, very much. That was very sweet of you. Also, Miss Carrie, thank you for your gift earlier. That's a good reminder. Make sure that if while you're here, guys, subscribe to the channel and go ahead and make sure that gifting is turned on, because we have really cool people here that give gifts a lot. And it I need to make sure you got it turned on, because YouTube Daddy, he sometimes doesn't care, and it's just a big mess. So as long as people just keep turning that on, it helps so much. Thank you again, Craig. See, why why is Streamlabs taking so long to put that up on the screen? It should pop. See, the gifting pops up right away, even though that's arguably there. Yay, thank you so much. I think Pass pushed that through, to be honest. Thank you. You guys are so awesome. YouTube Daddy's abusing us. YouTube Daddy is a fickle master. Let's call him that. Anyways, you guys, we've been going over 2 hours, and while I would love to keep watching this, it's not that fun. And we are having a big New Year's party, and I am preparing multiple things. We're going to be going for like 4 hours at least. So we'll be going right through the new year on the East Coast onto the West Coast. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, because we're going to have a good time. We are going to do a judicial official edition of Smash or Pass, where I have collected pictures of a bunch of judges and lawyers and all those kinds of things. And we are going to, oh yeah, Johnny, don't think I can do that while I'm live. I know I could if I had the other window open, but I don't have it open right now. But Otherwise, I would absolutely, but I use Streamlabs and I don't have a good computer, so I can't do them both at once. That's just the honest to God truth. But all of the I on my page I feature channels, so go check them out, guys. Also, if you are new here, please do subscribe. It's very, very helpful. And Colin and Biggin, uh, good guys, absolutely, and appreciate them sending the raid over. Mikey declaring uh, rivaling New Year's party tonight, also still a friend of the channel. Give them all some love. Please remember that I love you, I am proud of you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. I said bye.